All right, we're back. We're going to start season 1, and we're going to see how it goes. What I'm going to try and do is get through at least the regular season. So really the only thing that I'm really focused on is the trade deadline. We went through the roster last episode, and we easily looked at our roster and saw that there was one guy. Miles Bridges is going to be somewhere building around. Everybody else, fair game to be traded or let go. Kemba Walker is probably the biggest piece that we have, and he's 28 years old. So pretty decent contract too, 12 million for an 88 overall point guard. We can look for a fit, get a draft pick back, or maybe some young prospects. We'll see what happens. So we're gonna go in here. We'll maybe go a month at a time and see how we do. There's going to be a lot of trades here too, and a lot of these I don't think I'm going to move on. And definitely not this one. Okay, so a lot of losses that we're seeing here. For the first few years, I think I'll keep the trade offers on, just because there are some stuff that, you know, I'm not a big NBA guy. I'm kind of looking at these guys like, who are you? Who are you, Mr. Yogi? See, like that, I don't need this. So, no. If we can get first round picks, so this is something where I look at it and go, this is what I would want to do at the trade deadline. To get a first round pick, sure, it's top 3 protected, but I mean, it's still an extra draft pick, and Brandon Ingram. So like we can look at these, write them down. I mean, 21-year-old, this. Oops, sorry. There we go. It's something that, like, man, I would just love to like pull the trigger on it right now. It's top 3 protected. It's a good deal. I think I would want to maybe hold off. Right away, they just throw me a curveball. Wow. I just want to see what we got here. So, like I said, we don't really have anybody that is super important to keep other than Mr. Bridges. But what am I getting back here? And sitting is, I can use him at shooting guard instead of small forward. I feel like I'm just replacing him. Man, this is a tough decision. You know what? I'm going to write this one down. We're going to come back to it, and we're going to find a way. Maybe at the deadline. Let's see. Maybe we can get more for him. All right, let's decline for now. This one decline. So a big 0 for 4 start here for the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, how come that didn't keep simming? It'd be cool if it would do that. Would really like it to just keep going. I already declined it. They really wanted to do that. Yeah, and this is interesting because who knows? Maybe I'll get. I won't get an offer like that at the deadline. I want picks. I'm just gonna say that right now. I want some draft picks. I want to pick my own guys. If I can get Tony Parker's like 38. And just use this. 5. Okay. No, I don't really need to. I don't really need to do that. Let's keep our veteran Tony Parker. Maybe some our young guys can learn from him. All one of them. Looking like we're going to be getting a lottery pick here. Okay, so then now scouting is interesting too. Usually what I'll do is I'll just go to either NBA draft projection or the 2K draft, because they vary a little bit. And we'll go through, and now you can see how many people we can scout. Because we have a good scout, 8 players. So it makes a huge difference if you have a good scout. If you have a really bad scout, you're not uncovering that many players at all. See, look, this. So I'm actually going to stop this for 1 second just so I can go to the roster, go to Miles Bridges, and we'll put him on untouchables just so we don't get any trade offers. for him specifically. Oh, whatever. It's in the game. What was I saying? I don't even remember. There's so many distractions with these trade offers and stuff. Oh, right, scouting. Yeah, you can get 8 players at a time rather than 3 or 4. Well, hello, Raptors. You want to give me 21? No, see, and that's the thing too. Is that's pretty smart to try and give me a 2021. I want this year. I want to build guys now. So I need guys that are gonna step in next season. So I think we all know who's gonna go number 1. Gonna draft. We could see. We might get a really good pick. Allow me to review stop sim. Oh, it's a G League. Yeah, just see ya. You can go to the G League. Bye. We already looked at that one. Sometimes they do like a double offer. Oh, we got pumped by New Orleans. Oh my god. Oh wow. Tony Parker, you get a first round pick for him? From the Jazz? Protected. I want to see what the protection is, maybe. Oh, just straight up lottery protected. Yeah, you know what? Let's pull the trigger on this right now. I didn't think you could get a first round pick for Tony Parker. I mean, yeah, he's 79, but he's not gonna help us win that much. So let's pull the trigger on that. Accept. We'll take it. What? Jazz are over the salary cap. Oh my god. Then why did you guys offer me this? A trade exception is available to make up the difference. I've never come across this. Okay. Sure. Oh, he's already gone now, so. You know what? I'm gonna do it manually just because I know they're gonna try and. Oh, see, he's ice cold here. They're saying 0. Who would you want me to put in here? Batum, like really? Maybe let's have him come off the bench. Let's do that. And see if it helps him out. Let's put him down to like 15 minutes. We got a lot of minutes left here. Man, they really don't have. We really don't have a lot here. I really wish you could just kind of go and hit rebuild. No. Just do it automatically. I don't want to dick around with this too much. You know what? Redo it, and then let's just go back in and see. Oh, that's not what I want. Coach game plan. Kemba Walker. Okay, so they did. They're saying he should have 12 minutes. See, it's just everybody's kind of playing. Now it's saying he should have 27 minutes. Can you tell me what's going on here, guys? Because that's weird. So that's their suggested. Let's just go with that. You should have 0. Sure. Go down here, reserve. Let's bump those numbers up. Oh. Blew that one. Now they're telling me Batum should have 12. It's like, make your mind up, man. Couple minutes remaining. Let's give it 2. Supposed to have it. 1, 2, 3. That's close enough. Okay. Just keep going. Where is the deadline? Let's try and sim through all the way to the deadline. See what we can get. So we did get a first round pick for Tony Parker, which I didn't expect at all. So that's interesting. Let's take a look at Zion Williamson. This is someone we could maybe get in the draft. So most important thing to look at, again, potential. So he's an A+, and he is an 80. So he's a superstar. Not to say that these guys aren't. He's actually a better overall, and he's an A+. So it comes down to some position. It's whatever teams would need. So RJ Barrett, B+. So they're all players that you can pump up their potential to like an A or an A+ after like 3-4 years. And then you're going to get players that turn out to be very, very good, and they might be mid picks. So I'm not too concerned about getting like a first overall pick. It would be great, but it is a lottery system, so you really never know. 10 and 21, it's kind of what I expected. Kid Gilchrist in a second. That's just a swap of seconds. That's a bad trade. I'm not doing that. Wow, back-to-back over the Nets. We're getting a little 3-game winning streak going on. 4. Wow. Okay, guys. Just getting after it here. Playing some Charlotte Hornet basketball. In the January, so we're into the new year. Climbing back to 500, which is odd. So just rebuild the rotation, and then all of a sudden we're good. I guess that's what's happening, because we just won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 in a row. It's incredible. You just rattle off 8 wins in a row. I wonder where we are in the... We're in the playoffs. We're 8th seed right now. Man, I didn't expect that. Let's keep going and see. So here's the deadline. So we'll sim through this game here. We'll see where we are in the standings. There's really, I don't know, there's no reason to really go for it if you're like a 7 or 8 seed. But this game sims very weird compared to real life. I think it's like in NBA history, there's only been like 1 8th seed to like beat the number 1. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just, I might have made that up. But at the same time, this game simulates where like 7 and 8 seeds win, like sometimes. You know, I've seen it happen almost every year where like if you go 1 or 2, like the 7 or 8 seed, there'll be at least one that'll win in like 6 games, and you're like, holy smokes, like how do you go like with a 50 something win season and then just lose in the first round? Gordon Hayward. So it's like, now I know that he's got a contract that's like just massive, so I don't need that. See, so here it is you're shedding a bad contract for another bad contract. I don't know, that doesn't help us really at all. Like I said, Jeremy Lamb we can get a pick for, so decline. We're getting close to the deadline, and like I said, we are in the playoffs, so it would be really tough to, you know, to say that we're gonna trade away Kemba Walker, but it's one of those things where I'm kind of going, are we re-signing them, or like what are we doing here? We're building for the future, but like we're kind of there now. Definitely not gonna buy. We're not buyers at the deadline, that's for sure. Just because we're close, that's not the way to do it. I don't need to see the All-Star. This is interesting. Let's go and see what his deal is looking like. Steven Adams, 25. So he doesn't fit. So I get it. He's a good player. He's an 86 overall. He's got a contract of, let's see, I think it's at 3 years more. Yeah, 3 more years at like 25 or 27. But I don't know if he fits what we're doing now, and if he's going to grow with our young core. I don't think he is. We were looking at guys that were like 25 and under type of thing. I know he's 25. He's right on the cusp. That's tough because we're giving up a couple guys now. They valued, OKC values this guy, Malik Monk, very highly. He's under our control for a few more years, where we don't have to move him. What am I trying to look for? Grades. I don't have to. He's 21. This is someone that I say, you know, we could just throw him into a camp, see how he does. I'm not going to do that. It's the same trade. So after this Mavericks game, let's go look at what's going on. I think we're actually in the playoff hunt here. I think I jinxed myself. Yeah, we're in the 8th spot. we definitely don't buy, because we're going to play probably the 76ers, who are incredible. Wow. 44-10. Good for you guys. So let's go look again at the roster. Let's see. So Kemba Walker, Jeremy Lamb. So I think, yeah, so he's got 1 year left. We could shop both of these guys. I know we're in the playoffs. I get that we're there. Man, you know, I'm trying to keep it realistic. They wouldn't trade these guys. So I don't know if we do. I think we do. You know what? We're in 8th. We're not winning a championship this year, and I don't care what the fans think. We're moving these guys. We have to move these two for sure. Everybody else, so we still got Zeller under contract for 3 years. That's a bad contract though, but for now, I'm not really paying anyone anyway, so it's okay. Kid Gilchrist. How the heck? Hernan Gomez. There we go. Okay. Kaminsky. You got a lot of guys on 1 year deals. Biombo, he's just going to be gone. 17 million. See you later. Batum. I think we're just going to ride that contract out. Bridges, 2 more years. 14. Wow. So what is this? This is a player option. He's definitely going to take that. So maybe try and move him too. So let's go into Trade Finder. Well, first of all, what we could do is we could look at Team Intel. We can look at any players on the trading block where we can look through, see if there's anybody that fits what we're trying to do. Drew Holiday. Kyle Lowry. So I'm just looking for you. I wish they had like a trade block screen, and there might be one. I've never found it, where you could see just their whole slew of stats. Not a lot of guys on the trading block here. I think I went through everybody. So okay, so we're going to go back. Trade Finder. Okay, first I think what we do is let's look for what we can get for Jeremy Lamb, because he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. So it's just loading all the trades. Okay, we got 24 we got to go through. I'm looking for picks. So if there's nothing, whether it's a young guy or picks or someone with, you know, really good potential, there's nothing I really want to do. It's a decent contract, maybe. Here's what I'm saying about John Collins. He's always available, and he's unbelievable. So I guess we could go for him. I usually play him at center, but I don't get it, because check this guy out. Like, he's under contract for a couple more years. He's 21 years old, 86 already, and he's an A-. I don't understand why the Hawks always want to trade him. If someone knows, let me know, because he always works out really well for me. So there's the pick from the Lakers. So maybe we go Kemba Walker first, try and get a pick. There's another first round lottery. So straight up lottery protected. This one's top 10. That's 2020. This one's this year. So the Nets. We're taking a bad contract back, but that's okay. I'll take it to get a first round pick. 2021. 21. Okay, the Pistons, straight up first round pick. I think they're actually in line with us. Like, they're either, were they 7th? They might have been right above us. So we can get a first round pick there. Toronto Raptors, I think they're doing pretty good. So 2021, so there was really a couple trades. Let's see. So we could go with the Pistons. That is a straight up first round pick. Nothing attached to it. We can get a 2019 first round pick from the Nets, just lottery protected. which means if they are in the lottery this year, we're just going to get their pick the year after. So maybe we go with the guaranteed pick from Detroit, even if it is middle of the pack. Like I said, I can turn that into someone good. I always get John Collins. I just can't do it. I don't want to do it this year in this franchise. It's every single time. And like I said, he's 25 years old. Harold's 25 years old. I don't want that because he's not going to fit. So I think the best pick would be, or the best trade, sorry, would be for the Pistons pick. So let's do that. We're going to get Ish Smith back. He's an expiring deal, so we can let him walk. Let's just make sure that, where is it? Yeah, so he's done after this year. There's no extension. We can let him walk. Let's get that first pick. Okay. And then our next trade. Let's see what we can get for Kemba Walker. If there's no trade that makes sense, we're going to have to try and create our own here. Ben Simmons. The 76ers want to give up Ben Simmons. Are you serious? Oh my God. Why? I'm trying to figure out why they would do this trade. He's technically better than Kemba Walker. He makes half the amount of money. He's under contract for 2 more years, and he's 6 years younger. What? Okay. We'll file that one under what the hell. We're marking in another good player. This is another guy that is also, geez. So we're going to get something for Kemba. We might not get a first-round pick, but we're going to get a player that basically is a first-round pick. So these guys are too old. It'd be kind of neat if you could kind of like delete offers as you go through. Like Conley 31. John Collins and a first. First-round pick. Trogic's 32. Here you go, Bear. Some good players. 2022 pick. I was going to say, the Knicks. A top 10 protection. You're going to need that, guys. That's not a trade that I want to do. Kemba Walker for basically like an 11th overall pick, because you can't get top 10. And if it is, you're getting the next season, which means, well, maybe the Knicks pick the season after would be even better. Let's keep looking through. First round pick from Orlando. We could do that. I think it's kind of a no-brainer that first trade with Philadelphia. That is crazy to me. Phoenix Suns first round pick, top 3 protected. But aren't they? They're terrible, are they not? Okay, because it's a 3.5 star there. I got some decisions to make here, guys. So I can get Ben Simmons, who's already good, and he's 22, so he's gonna be here forever. I just don't get why the 76ers would want to do this trade. Man, they're like, aren't they something like 50-10? Why would you want to screw up your chemistry? You can see in the bottom right corner, our team chemistry is at 74. It was up at like 85. It's because we traded, buddy, I forget if we even traded there. But the chemistry goes down because someone got traded. I think we have to go with Simmons or this Suns pick. And I think we go with... Here's the thing. It's going to be the same thing either way. Getting a pick here means if I really wanted to, I could trade up. I don't think I really want to do that because I don't know if it's too realistic. I don't just want to get the first overall pick every year. And we are also trading Malik Monk because he is another guy. I didn't even really notice that. He's another guy that's a younger player that like I said, we could technically develop. He's a B though. I don't know. I could definitely find someone in the draft that could replace him pretty quickly. So we're swapping, we're keeping our point guard. Technically, this is actually a pretty good trade for us for the future and for now. So I actually kind of like doing this because we're still in the playoffs for now. So I think it makes more sense than just getting a pick and hoping we're going to get super lucky in the lottery. So let's trade. We're going to get Ben Simmons. I don't think this is, honestly, it's not realistic in real life, but because the computer like offered me this, I might do it. Same thing with the Suns thing. Like, I don't know why they would offer a draft pick to get a rental. So I didn't change any trade options when I first started, but that should be in the what do they call it? Like, it's basically how the computer thinks about trades. Like, oh, it's an expiring deal. You're a crap team. Don't get expiring contracts for picks. Basically, right? Maybe they want a veteran. You know what? Done deal. Ben Simmons is a Charlotte Hornet. Now our team chemistry is 53 because we lost Kemba Walker. That's crazy. So he's going to go on the Untouchables. Now, the rest of this would be maybe purging some of these contracts. We could try Cody Zeller and get rid of him. We're gonna have a lot of teams, or our next year's team is gonna just be a lot of 1-year contracts. We're gonna probably be worse next year. But now we've got two guys. We've got Simmons and we've got, where'd he go? Miles Bridges. Those are the two guys that now we're building around. Now we got two. We're gonna try and shop all these guys. We're just gonna see. Like, we have to try and get. We'll keep Zeller because he's under contract. This guy has, okay, player option. I don't know if he'll take it though. He might, as a 78. He might take that. So we'll see. Do I want to move this? Team option. Okay, we can pick another. We can pick him up for that year. Player option. Ooh, yeah, he's gonna take that. Let's try and see if someone wants Biombo for maybe an expiring deal, something like that. 1 year. Devonta Davis. So this is literally a cap dump, and we'll see. Contract. We have a team option. That's cool. Devonta Davis. He's not too bad. I'd make that trade for sure. Not giving up picks. Yeah, let's go with this trade. Let's move him. Perfect. Although this is absolutely going to kill our playoff chances because our team chemistry is just horrible now. Restricted free agent. So, you know what? Looking at it, I actually do have a team for next year. I was just looking at the top right where it says contract and it said like 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. I wasn't looking at all of this. You know, their extensions or options. If they're a restricted free agent or not, you know, that's something where we can keep it going. Now, this is bad too. We got any suckers out there for this? So we're taking back a not so good one there. This one's not bad, although 24 million, nope. So the math kind of adds up for a lot of these where, yeah, we're taking on deals that I really don't want to take on. Well, here's one. Another cap dump. So, Mitchell Robinson. 20 years old. Of course, what are the Knicks doing? Why would you do that, guys? You serious right now? Hey. Crappy organization. Let's do it. So what's the roster looking here? So we got a lot of centers, obviously. We're going to have to do something about that. We're gonna have to make some moves. We got like 55 centermen. 6. That's incredible. Well, we did what we had to do. Review our picks. We have the Hornets. We have the Pistons. We have a couple seconds. We also have a lottery-protected Jazz pick the next season. So 2 first-round picks each of the next 2 years. I like that. I definitely like that. Let's look at salary cap table. Now we can. This is where you can kind of see. So player option. He's gonna take that for sure. This is our highest-paid player, and like these numbers, I don't like. I don't like any of this. So, but again, we're not gonna be winning next year either. It's okay. These guys are gonna take their options. You know, we'll have a team. Not so bad. I got a lot of cheap guys. No dead cap, which is good. Oh, unless it's right at the bottom. Nope. Alright. I think that's basically the amount of trades I'm going to make here. Unless we gas a center. Oh my gosh, we have no shooting guards. Which one would we move? We'd probably move Zeller, but we would. Let's see. Does anybody want Cody Zeller? Because he's still decent. He's a 78. But we don't want to take back a boatload here. Patrick Beverly. Again, we're dumping cap, and I think that's kind of what we have to do here. Bismack. I don't want it back. Patrick Beverly, 1 year contract, and that's it. That might be one. Ooh. First round pick. That's a 2-year deal. Wow. Why do they pay him that much? 2 years. If that's all it is, so it'll be here next year. If you get a first, Lakers. Oh. First from the Magic. So they're tying on one of their bad deals to, I don't know, but they're taking a worse one back. First round pick, Pelicans, lottery protected, plus a 1-year deal. I'll get rid of a second, I don't care. 2023 straight up from Houston, but at that, I think they're still going to be really good at that point, so that might be a low first. Pelicans, you never know. So that might be a good one there. First round pick, Wizards, 2 years. That was a good one from the Pelicans because it's 1 year left. And we're getting a first round pick. And we're doing a lot of things here. I know we're just throwing our team out the window here, and I know we're not going to make the playoffs. If we do, I'd be super impressed. I feel like we do have to sign a shooting guard. Let's sign Manu Ginobili for like just this season. Oh, well, I feel like I have more than 15 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, but they're down there. Unless I waive someone, I guess. I could. He's making a... If I do that, I wonder, does that mean I have one extra spot? I haven't really screwed around with a lot of that stuff yet. Let's bring in Ginobili. Let's see if we can do it. I still can't. You know what? Who cares? All right, we're simming to the end of the season. We're gonna see what happens. The computer. You can have the computer do it. It's fine. So our team chemistry is down at 30%, which is really bad. I don't think I've ever seen it go that low. Playing this game. Haven't done it yet because I've never really got rid of that many guys at the deadline. Usually it's only like 1 or 2. probably Hornets fans are like, oh man, you know, we actually, in real life, the Pistons this year, it was the same thing. Like, they're kind of in the playoffs. Like, what do we do? We probably should have tried to get a lottery pick, but yeah, sure. Let's see what we have for our contract extensions. Will resign. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, he has a player option. Oh, it's for the years after that. Yeah, so no. Ineligible, undecided, will resign. Okay, nobody. Fine with me. So just scouting. I do like how the scouting is very quick in this game. Playing NHL, it just takes forever. I mean, you go through... And I mean, I like how there is a little bit of depth in the NHL games. A little more now with I think, NHL 19. But... you have to go to different regions, which is cool. I mean, basketball, you could just do it with North America and Europe. You know, with hockey, it's kind of, you're hitting every single league. You're hitting Canada leagues, you know, and then the States, and then Europe and Russia. And you have to just go through and you can click as many as you want. And you have more than one scout in that game. You know, we have one doing like 8 players. And I understand that there's only 2 rounds in the NBA, and there's 7 in hockey, but you can hire 20 amateur scouts in the NHL games. It takes a long time. I mean, it pays off because you get really good picks. You can turn 6th and 7th round picks into like really good players, but it's so time consuming. And there's no way that you can just keep those scouts going to the same players repeatedly. Whenever it would pop up, like in this game, where it's just, okay, I'll go over... like this, sort real quick, we'll go over to one of the draft projections, go down, and then see, like, we have all of these guys pretty much scouted already. Done. Keep going. So the whole goal is to get maybe like at least the first round like close to being totally scouted. I wonder if we're close to the playoffs, because we're still only we're 36. I don't think that's good enough to make the playoffs. Steph Curry, most valuable player. Rookie of the year, Trae Young. Dennis Schroeder, 6th man of the year. Giannis, defensive player of the year. Jordan Clarkson, coach of the year, Brett Brown. 59 and 23, and they gave up Simmons to us. So that's interesting. So here's the All-Star, or the All-NBA teams. I don't think we really had anybody there. So you can see who it was. All rookie teams. There. Mo Bamba. Okay, so no playoffs for the boys. Let's see where we ended up. We were a game away. So even doing all those trades, we were right there. So technically we do have a lottery pick. And I think, what was our set? It was Detroit, right? So Detroit was the 6th seed. So we're getting 2 middle picks, potentially. I didn't see this happening at all. I thought we'd be down here, where New York is, and Phoenix. So Phoenix, there was a top 3 protected. We maybe could have got like a 4th, like if they would have lost the lottery, because technically right now they're picking at 2. So if 2 people win the lottery underneath them, we could have got like a 4th overall pick. But I mean, it's realistic, I guess. You know, we have a really good point guard. We got Ben Simmons. So let's go and simulate the playoffs at least, and we'll see who wins season 1, and then we'll go into the off season in our next video. So let's go by round. So obviously the 76ers and the Warriors, 1 seeds. Oh my, the Hawks are up 3-1. You got to be kidding me. Wow. So here's what I was talking about. That happens. So look, we got 1, 2, 3 over here, and I mean, 1 is down. They won 59 games versus a 30 set. We had the same, almost the same amount. We were a game away, literally 1 game from being the Atlanta Hawks and going up against the 76ers, and they beat them. That doesn't really happen in real life, but man, Philly, that's That's bad. They traded me Ben Simmons and then just lost in the first round. Suck, suck. Let's simulate the second round. Let's see what happens. Boston's just chugging along here, making people look like chumps. Golden State OKC, I've seen that before. Boston Milwaukee, okay. Let's see who makes the finals. Boston is just cruising. I lied. I lied. Oh, they survived it. Well, we got a different looking final here. 60 win Golden State, 52 win Boston Celtics. Let's see who wins. 2019 champions, obviously. Golden State Warriors. That's refreshing. That's really cool that there's parity in the league. All right, so that's season 1. We went through and we made some changes. And we have our point guard of the future, Ben Simmons, who for some reason the 76ers traded him for Kemba Walker. And they lost in the first round, which makes me laugh. Where I don't know why you do that. I think you just keep your young guy and just go for it. But I guess they want Kemba Walker, who, you know, is a really good veteran player, but not enough to avoid a first round upset. So that is going to be the video for today. In the next video, we're going to go into the off season. That's where some of the fun happens.